In today's topic, we are looking at angles in a triangle, and the learning objective is to calculate the size of angles in a triangle. So the key words are the equilateral triangle, the isosceles triangle, and the right-angled triangle. So before we can talk about this, students need to be able to solve a simple linear equation. The student must be able to solve simple linear equation. Okay, so let's pick them one after the other: the equilateral triangle, the isosceles triangle, and the right angle triangle. When you look at this triangle here, this is what we call an equilateral triangle. So an equilateral triangle is a triangle with the three sides equal. The three sides are equal, therefore the three angles are equal. So in equilateral triangles, each of the angle is equal to what? 60 degrees. So since each of the angles are 60 degrees, that means that the sum of an angle of a triangle is 180. 60 plus 60 plus 60 gives us 180 degrees. Okay, now in the other one, this is what we call isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So an isosceles triangle is a triangle with two sides equal, and therefore with the two bases are equal. That gives us that the two interior angles are equal. So if I have this isosceles triangle here, if here is x, there also must be x, because the bases are equal. And remember, the sum of a triangle, of angles of a triangle, must be equal to 180. Okay, now the other one we talk is a right angled triangle. In the right angled triangle, it is right angled triangle when here is equal to 90 degrees. So a right angled triangle has interior angles of 90 degrees. Then the sum of here plus the sum of this angle must be equal to 90 degrees. That means that if I have this angle to be x and y, the x plus y must be equal to 90 degrees, because 90 degrees plus this 90 degrees gives us 180, which gives us that the sum of an angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so let's look at some questions. In this case, we are asked to find the size of the missing angles. For us to find the size of this missing angle, we note that the sum of an angle of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. That means that I can have here to be that x plus 70 plus 65 is equal to 180 degrees. And the reason we have is said it is what? Sum of angles of a triangle. They must be equal to 180 degrees. So if I solve this, we have this to be x plus 70 plus 65 gives us what? Okay, 135 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, then I'll have this, subtract both sides with 135. I have 130 x, subtract both sides 135, we have x is equal to 180 minus 135. So 180 minus 135 gives us what? Okay, that's fine. That gives us 45 degrees. That means that my x is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, Now let's look at this also. In this case, since we have this is what we call a right angle triangle. And in a right angle triangle, the angle must be equal to 90 degrees. The angles of the two sides must be equal to 90 degrees, since that here already is 90 degrees. So for us to solve this, I have two ways. I can say that y plus 35 is equal to 90 degrees. Reason is angle of a triangle, or sum of angles of a right angle. Okay, let's put it like this. Sum of angle of a right angle. Okay, now here we have this to be that y is equal to what? Y is equal to 90 minus 35 degrees. And 90 minus 35 will give us what? What do we have is at 90 minus 35. That's fine. That gives us what? 55 degrees. So 55 degrees is y. Or if I don't want to solve it this way, I can remember that the sum of angle of a triangle is equal to 180. So I can have this to be y plus 35 plus 90, because here is 90, is equal to 180 degrees. If you sum this, you will arrive at this answer. Okay. Now let's look at a different question. Here it says find the size of the missing angle. Now the size of this missing angle, here we have to consider first what type of angle are we talking about. And in every angle, the sum of the angles must be equal to 180 degrees. The sum of the angles must be equal to 180 degrees. So since that this angle is an isosceles triangle, we note that in isosceles triangle that the two opposite sides are equal. The two sides are equal. So since the two sides are equal, the base angles must be also equal. The base angles must be equal. Then for me to solve this, if here is x, here also must be x. Because it's an isosceles triangle, the base angle must be equal. Then I will apply the knowledge that x plus 40 is equal to 180. X plus 40 is equal to 180. And the reason here gives us a sum of angles of a triangle. Sum of angle of a triangle. Then this gives us a what? 2x. That gives us 2x plus 40 is equal to 180. Subtract 40 from both sides. We have 2x is equal to 180 minus 40. So that gives us 180 minus 40 gives us what? 140. Divide both sides by 2. X gives us 140 divided by 2. So what do we have? Okay, that gives us 70. So x is 70 degrees. Okay, now in this part also, for us to solve this, we note that this is an isosceles triangle. The base angle must be equal. If here is 63, here also must be 63, because it is an isosceles triangle. The two sides are equal. Once you have this mark showing that the two sides are equal, So to solve this, we have this to be y plus 63 plus 63 is equal to 180, sum of angles of a triangle. Okay, so we have y plus 63 plus 63 gives us what? What do we have, check? Okay, we have 126 is equal to 180 degree. So subtract 126 from both sides. We have 180 minus 126. So 180 minus 126 gives us what? 54 degree. So the value of y is 54 degree. Okay. Now let's look at this one more example. It says find the size of the triangle marked with a letter in each of this diagram. Okay. Now look at this. In this question, we have a triangle with an outside angle also. So these are the interior angle, and we have one exterior angle. But you have to note that the sum of the opposite, the sum of the let me say the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. I repeat, I said that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. So that means that we have that to be that x, which is the exterior angle, the angle outside, is equal to 52 plus 67. We call this that the exterior angle is equal to the two interior opposite angles. The exterior angle is equal to the two interior opposite angles. Okay, so we have this to be x is equal to 52 plus 67. That gives us what? 119 degree. So 119 degree is our x. Okay, or you can try it this way. If you want to solve, you can try it this way on your own convenient time. You can assign any letter here. Maybe I may say n. Then I know that if I assign any letter here, maybe say n, then I will know that 67 plus 52 plus n is equal to 180. So if I sum two of them minus it from 180, that gives me n. And I equally know that angle on a straight line is equal to 180. So n plus x is equal to 180. Use that pattern, you can still have your answer. Okay, let's quickly solve this last one. In this case, we can see that this exterior angle is being divided into two. But you note that from here to here are all exterior angle. Only this is the interior angle. And we note that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angle. Now the exterior angle we have here is what? We have this to be 70 plus 50 gives us x plus 83. That is, the exterior angle is equal to two interior opposite angle. And 70 plus this gives us 120 is equal to x plus what? 83. And subtracting 83 from both sides, we have that 120 minus 83, it gives us what? X. You get that? So 120 minus 83 gives us what? 37 is equal to x. Therefore, the x value is equal to 37 degrees. So that's how we solve this question.